What's up guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, friends, we're going to be going ahead and taking a really trip into the past of Fortnite Battle Royale. We're going to be looking at the most tryhard skin of every season. So from season 1 to 8, I'm going to be going back and having a look at what was the most tryhard skin of every season and really comparing the season 1 tryhard skin to what we have now as the most tryhard skin in season 8. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this video is going to be really interesting. If you guys do enjoy it, make sure you be sure to smash the like button as well, subscribe to the channel, and also chuck on that notification bell to stay up to date with all my videos coming in the future of the channel. And also, if you guys haven't already, be sure to use the supporter creator code CosmosFTW inside the item shop. I'd appreciate if you lads could help your boy out by doing that. But anyway, without waiting longer, we're going to go ahead and begin this video right now. We have, of course, 8 seasons to go through, so let's start without waiting any longer. Now, guys, our first spot here with season 1 is actually going to be a mixture of skins. Now, back in season 1, you know, there really weren't many skins out, and a lot of people, and I mean like probably 80% of the people playing the game didn't really want to waste money spending, you know, money on skins and stuff, because, you know, it was like $25 to buy like the Skull Trooper or, you know, the Renegade Raider or something, and people really were not going to spend that much money. So I'm going to have in our season 1 spot literally basically any skin. Specifically, I think probably the Skull Trooper and the Guild Trooper were the most tryhard. If I can remember back to season 1 when I was playing, they were probably the 2 most tryhard. However, you know, the Renegade Raider as well, even back then you rarely saw a Renegade Raider, as you needed to get like a actual pretty high level to unlock it. So you didn't really see them too much back in the day either. But yeah, I think, you know, back in season 1, I think those were some of the most tryhard skins. Definitely, man, if you saw a Skull Trooper, really, if anyone bought money on this game, you knew they were a streamer or a player that had been, you know, playing this game for a while and has been pretty good at it. Because you're not going to spend money on a game that you're bad at, right? Well, you know, I do, but yeah, but that's a very rare percentage. But guys, almost I might just add all the gameplay is going to be in Playground, just because I just cannot handle solos right now. I literally try and get in a game for gameplay, and I just get destroyed after like 30 seconds. It's just insane, unless I land at a place in the middle of nowhere. So all gameplay is going to be on Playground. I hope you guys don't mind that. But yeah, lads, that's our number 1 spot in the season 1 there, I guess. And yeah, season 1 skins, pretty tryhard back then, was really any skin. Now, lads, moving on to Season 2 right now, we actually have the Black Knight. Now, the Black Knight right now is, you know, one of the most popular skins for the main reason as it's really rare. And, you know, back in Season 2, this was a really hyped up skin as well, for the main reason as, you know, it was tier 70. Once again, people are actually kind of starting to buy skins at this time, so skins were becoming a little bit more popular. However, man, this skin was really hyped up. You had to get tier 70, which was really, really hard to get. And back then, you know, rarely anyone bought the whole battle pass. Still to this day, no one really buys the tier 100 battle pass. It was actually really hard to level up the battle pass back in season 2, because there was no weekly challenges. There was only daily challenges, and you only got like 2 daily challenges a day, and you need to do a ton of them. And yeah, I only just got this myself, and I played a fair bit during season 2, and I only just got this skin myself. But dude, this skin, so hyped up back then. A lot of tryhard users. If you saw a Black Knight in game, especially at the early parts of the season, even towards the end, you didn't really see that many Black Knights. But you know, dude, you knew you were coming up against a tryhard in season 2 if you come up against one of these guys. Now, lads, as our most tryhard skin for Season 3, we actually have the John Wick skin, of course, the Reaper. And yeah, I think, you know, towards the end of the season, everyone started to get this, as of course in Season 3, weekly challenges were introduced. So people were starting to get it around like probably about 3/4 of the way through the season. And I think it became less, you know, tryhard then. But I remember, man, back when this season first came out, this John Wick skin was one of the most tryhard skins that we have ever seen, because it was crazy, man. Like, if you can, I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this were playing during season 3. There was so many, you know, tryhards wearing the John Wick skin. There was even memes about how fast the John Wick could build, because this is back when building was just starting to evolve. And, you know, John Wicks, if you saw one of them in game, you'd most likely get outbuilt by him. And he was one of the most popular skins, but by the end of the season, which made him, I guess, like a little bit less rare, tryhard, I should say. And overall, you know, throughout the season, I think, you know, he was probably one of the most tryhard skins. If I look back to season 3, I remember the John Wick meme and how tryhard that skin was. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is there in our season 3 spot. And yeah, this was definitely the most tryhard skin overall throughout season 3. Now, Season 4, I think the rarest skin in Season 4, I guess, probably one of the most hyped up skins in Season 4, would have to have been the Red Knight, man. I remember how hyped up this skin was. There was actually a leak saying that it was going to return, and, you know, this was like, I guess the first major rare skin to ever, like, come back to Fortnite. People were like, bro, Fortnite going to be bringing back rare skins? What's going on? And, you know, this is the first skin that they did bring back that was rare, man. And, dude, so many people bought this when it did re-release. It was such a hyped up skin, and definitely, you know, before it did get re-released, which I think it was either at the very end of Season 4 or at the start of Season 5, you know, everyone basically had this as the new default skin. But before then, you know, this was probably, like, one of the most tryhard skins in the game. And I think, you know, around Season 4 was really one of its, like, really its prime time. And there was so many tryhards that used this, and, you know, this skin back in Season 4, man. I'm sure a lot of you guys, probably, you know, most of you guys watching me now have this skin as it's being in the item shop so much. And, yeah, back in Season 4, man, if you guys can remember back then, this was one of the rarest skins in the game, and it was one of the most hyped up skins and one of the most tryhard skins. Alright, lads, so Season 5 in Fortnite was really just dominated by this skin, in my opinion. The Nogops, ladies and gentlemen. This skin was definitely one of the most tryhard skins back in Season 5, and I think this was really its prime time. This was, you know, when people were starting to realize that this was one of the rarest skins in the game. You know, people were showing off their accounts saying they had Nogopses and stuff, and of course, I think once again, just like the Red Knight, at the end of this season, or I think it was the start of Season 6, or a little bit through Season 6, we actually saw this skin return for Christmas, of course, man, which obviously totally made it from, you know, one of the most tryhard skins to one of the most bot skins, I guess. One of the most noob skins in the game, really. And, you know, this skin right here, man, absolutely tryhard. And, dude, of course, I'm sure a lot of you guys remember. I'm pretty sure, once again, everyone has this skin now. But back in its prime, this was one of the most try-hard skins. And if you come across a Nogops in-game, you know, you would just be absolutely destroyed. And actually, to find some of these try-hard skins, I went back in time and watched some of my old videos and some of my old try-hard videos especially. And, dude, I made so many videos on this skin just talking about how try-hard it was around the Season 5 period. And, yeah, man, this skin right here, absolutely try-hard. Obviously, not so much anymore. But back in Season 5, it was what I would say would be the most tryhard skin during that season. Alright, guys, so obviously in Season 6, we saw the Nogops return. However, I think this skin right here, the Bullseye, it only first released during Season 6, and I'm pretty sure it might have been, you know, maybe halfway through Season 6. It wasn't at the start, it was a little bit through. And this Bullseye skin released, and straight away, it just instantly became a tryhard skin. I don't know what happened to this skin. I know Tfue bought it. I think he actually did a Twitter poll, and he was like, dude, 100,000 retweets, and we'll buy it. And I think he bought it, and just really ever since then, all the tryhards bought it. And, you know, I reckon really over that season there in Season 6, it was definitely one of the most tryhard skins of that season. But nowadays, for some reason, you know, it wasn't really rare back then at all. It just seemed to be one of those skins that when you come across it in game, it was really tryhard. However, once again, now looking back at it, and, you know, looking at our tryhard skins now, this skin really isn't used much at all, and it's not as tryhard as it used to be back in Season 6. However, I reckon during Season 6, this was definitely one of the most tryhard skins that we did see during that time period. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is there in our Season 6 spot. I keep saying number 6 spot. We're in our Season 6 spot there. And, yeah, this skin, definitely one of the most tryhards of Season 6. All right, now, lads, Season 7 is what I like to call the rise of the defaults, lads. And, you know, this season was just, it was really just, you saw so many defaults running around. And, you know, once again, of course, everyone has a default skin. But for some reason, it was just a meme to rock this. But for some reason, whenever you come across a default skin, they were always absolute gods. And, you know, back in Season 3, we saw the John Wick memes about how fast they build and stuff. In Season 7, we saw, you know, the default skin become a meme. And, you know, of course, you know, you would just get outbuilt by default skins. And it was not fun. I think this season, you know, Season 8, it has calmed down a little bit. But I think, you know, during Season 7, definitely this default skin and the soccer skin were the two most prominent, I guess, tryhard skins during that season. However, I think, you know, during that season there, I think the default was definitely one of the most tryhard skins in the game. And, yeah, it's there in our Season 7 spot. And I really was not expecting. If you told me back in Season 1 that this was going to be one of the most tryhard skins, I would probably laugh at you. But for some reason, it is. And it's there in our Season 7 spot, of course. Now, guys, the number 1 spot right here, we have, my friends, the soccer skins. I had to put it this season. This season is just, you know, lobbies are infested with this skin. I think it's kind of slowing down a little bit now. just because, you know, it's just become like a meme to hate on people using this skin, and, you know, with good reason, because this skin is so annoying, because whenever you rock up against someone using this skin, they're always good. This skin, I believe it released, was it towards the end of Season 7 or was it the start of Season 8? It was somewhere between there, and, you know, ever since then, it's just become more tryhard, I feel like, and this is just, you know, one of the most popular tryhard skins now. Even back in Season 7, it was really tryhard. However, I think I would include it in the Season 8 spot, as I think the default skin deserves to take the Season 7 spot. But man, lads, what do you guys think of my list here? This is my list of what I believe, you know, in my experience. I've been, of course, playing since Season 1. Really a couple of days after its first release, I started playing. And yeah, this is, I guess, my observations on just going back in time, having a look at all of the most tryhard skins of every season in Fortnite Battle Royale. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you did go ahead and enjoy this video, make sure you go ahead and smash the like button as well, subscribe to the channel, and also chuck on that notification bell to stay up to date with all of my videos coming in the future of the channel. I'd appreciate it if you guys could help me out by doing that, and also make sure you support a creator code CosmosFTW inside the item shop if you guys haven't already. It really does support me out, and I'd appreciate if you guys could help me out by doing that. But anyway, lads, that'll end the video. Hope to see you guys in tomorrow's video. But anyway, peace out.